Excuse me. Just started my Red Bull, so I'm all burpy. I'm all burpy. All right, where the heck did I leave off? I think I want to get rid of this top piece. I remember that much. I want to get rid of just this top part and make it go back down to what it was. I don't like this extra bit. I don't like it. I'm tearing the whole thing down. No, just this little top piece. Whole thing coming down. There. Just going to replace that with just more roofs instead of that whole extra level. That's all. Nothing crazy. And you know what I'm also thinking about doing? Is what would be better than this even? Is if we got rid of these, right? And instead we start with a big roof and then just leave like kind of that same spacing in the middle and then go to the small roof so it tapers more instead of being like double steep roof layers. So like, let's try this out real quick. What's in the way? Oh, is it these? Oh, it's probably because you can place these first. And it lets them collide, and then after you place them the other way around, it probably doesn't let you. Same with those pieces, maybe.
It's been 84 years.
All right, let's get the outfit change done up before I forget. Also, we're going to see at the TikTok stream, because I have to be very careful. And I like, as much as I don't want to cater to TikTok, TikTok is like my main stream of viewership coming in that gets people to the quote unquote other places I stream. But TikTok has been giving me warnings the last couple days, and I think it's because I had my like a socials banner up with other socials there that
now,
TikTok doesn't want people
this is
leaving
epic.
for. Oh my god, those look great as Lego. Yo, why we got to get some IRL sets with these. These are fantastic minifigures, dude. Oh my god. That looks fantastic, dude.
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
Starting from the bottom, first outfit that has orange in it. That sounds like a fun one. Like mainly orange, that's going to be this one. If we're going from latest acquired, that would definitely be Mission Specialist from Season 3. My first ever Battle Pass. I didn't get Season 1 or Season 2 Battle Pass, but I did buy in to the 3rd season. Long ago. Yo, Sergio, doing well? Kevin Hill, how we doing? Got it. Perfect. Whoa, the rim of his visor looks crazy. It's like reflecting all the colors from the rest of the lobby. It's like rainbow right here, dude. Groovy. Zabosa, happy to see you here. Welcome back. If you haven't been here the last couple days, I've been streaming, but we're working on the Ninjago Temple Village. Making much progress. So where would this get us? Because that's... See, we want it more than that, even. So that would be like... One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's going to be good. Because if we do that to all of them, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, I think, I don't know if it'll be perfect, but I could at least dial back and have these overlap a little bit, because I don't want this to come out much further. Otherwise, it won't taper from this roof at all, which I want it to. So I think what we'll do is from here, 1, 2, 3. I think it's like 3 and it gets to center. Yo, Dub7 with the super GGs. Welcome in. Welcome back. So I think that looks a little better, and it's different from the other one I've been doing, or the other roof pieces. Oh, I gotta get rid of the lights, I forgot. Or not get rid of them, but I gotta... It lets me place the... It lets me place the roof and then the lights, but not the lights and then the roof. Does that with a handful of pieces when you have like a collision type deal going on with a couple of pieces. Like sometimes it'll just... If you just reverse the order of how you place things, for some reason, it'll end up working that way. Keep forgetting. Because I should be able to put those back into the same exact spot that they are, just after I place these. I think ultimately that looks nicer for the top of that roof. Because originally I had basically 2 of these, but like this flatter roof was basically one of these, and then it went up to another one of these. So it was very like nubby, stubby. I don't know what to call it, but it was very like it didn't look like perfect. You know what I mean? It didn't look the best that I think it could have. Yo, Edith, Raven Chick, welcome, welcome. What's up, Charlie? Why are you playing in your expert to get more Lost Masters? Honestly, well, one, even before this Lost Masters weekend, any one of us, and I haven't even been doing it that much, but I probably already have, I think, close to 80 bells. And even before this bonus week, you could have just done a farm at one of the chaos. They made the double Lost Master Chaos Challenge way more common. And I had one really close to my village, and I was able to get at least a handful more. But I didn't feel the need to, like, get even more than I already do, you know? I feel like 80 is already overkill. Like, because here's the thing, right? Maybe in this part 2, they'll become more important. If Lost Master bells end up becoming the thing, like Eyes of the Storm or something like that, and you need, like, 10 bells to activate whatever boss they come out with next update, like, yeah, then you'll need more. And I'll kind of maybe have wished I got a few more. But that's kind of the only thing I see really, like, being, like, if it was going to be used a lot. Otherwise, right now, currently, the only thing you need them for is what? The epic level charms, which once you make your legendaries, you don't need them anymore. So I'm not too concerned about the bells right now. All right, so I think we were working on lights, because I don't think all these lights are finished. But yeah, you see how right here, it's technically got a void space, so it's not colliding. But when this is placed first, and then this is placed second, that void space doesn't count as a void space until you're placing it. That has to be it, right? The logic behind what's happening there. Because right here, it's not technically touching anything. At least I don't think it is. So that must be what it is. At any time that happens, it's because there's a void space, and the void space only counts after it's placed. Or it only becomes actually void after you place it. There's like a science to it. Oh, after you defeated the Storm King, there's no enemies on your Ninjago Island? I have not heard that one yet. There's been all sorts of weirdness as of late. I don't know if I'll be able to put one there, which is fine if I can't. Oh, I definitely meant to do those corners flipped to these ones. Let's do those real quick. I thought I got all these converted over by now, but I guess not. I think it gives this building more color in general. Although I did learn that those light pieces don't break because they are technically end up being connected with that void space. Did I ever finish the row on the... I don't think I ever finished the row above me. So these ones technically have to go a little lower, I think, or are they still going up into that void space? Can't really tell. So is that supposed to be over more? No, that one I just put too far. It's easier to put it on that square piece because it's actually squared. There we go. On the red part. Boop. Right now, this building doesn't have any. Right now, none of these buildings have interiors. First, why is that going off? What I do first is I do all the exteriors, mainly because build complexity. Like, I don't think I'm anywhere close necessarily right now because a lot of these big builds are spread out. But I generally, just in case I do end up hitting build complexity, what I like to do is build all the structures first. Then once I have all the exterior work and exterior decorating done, then I go back through and do interior, because if I end up hitting build complexity, I'd rather hit the limit while I'm working on an interior detail, because then if I stop there, you almost won't notice from the outside. Whereas if I spend a bunch of time, like let's say after I built this building, I did all the interior. And after I did the building over there, I did all the interior. And then I get to this building and I start to do the interior. And then I realize, oh, I hit the build limit. Now I can't build the building and all the stuff I wanted to build around it otherwise. So like it's almost a strategy to, it's like a fail safe if I do hit complexity, that at least I got all the exterior done. You know what I mean? And if you're wondering if this is sandbox, this is sandbox. Most of my builds, I like to do it in my expert world. This build had a little bit of goofiness, or not the build, but this location. I have this exact location in my expert world. Problem is, it spawns a chaos challenge literally right here. So I have this, it's not the same seed, but I ended up getting the same Ninjago Island on my expert world as I did on this sandbox. And I searched around, and lo and behold, I found the exact location that was in my expert world. And like I said, on the expert world, the chaos challenge spawns like right here in this open area. And no matter what you do, if you break down the builds, if you build a village, which you can't, it even lets you build a village square. And it still spawns the chaos challenge every 10 minutes after you defeat it. So you cannot get rid of it. So I was like, as much as I'd love to build this in my expert world, like I normally build all of my builds in my expert world, this one just had some hang-ups that I was like, I'm not going to deal with enemies spawning around it and then all that hoopla. Like, I'll just do this one freehand in my sandbox, and then, you know, maybe they'll make it a little bit different. It would be nice if there was a way, because like obviously you want chaos challenges to respawn, but it would be nice if we had an option to like deactivate them, and maybe it would deactivate it permanently. But if you wanted to look at how many, oh, this isn't the, but there's probably like 100 chaos challenge locations on everybody's Ninjago Island. Like, I'm talking like literally probably like 100. So if I were to deactivate one or two, that's not going to be a big deal. But if I want to deactivate a few that are in strategic spots, then I would much rather do that, so I can build a village there without having to worry about the chaos challenge bothering me. So the build limit, you think, why is there a build limit? Like, it's the restraints of this game. You'd think, well, Minecraft, Terraria, like all those type of games, have unlimited building, but you got to realize those type of games, they're amazing games. I'm not talking down on them, but you got to realize the nature of them, the graphic style that most of those games go with is very basic. I mean, like, again, no hate to Minecraft at all. I think it's one of the greatest games of all time. It's basically using Nintendo 64 graphics on a modern rig, whether it's a console, a PC. So, like, it's very easy to run that and basically do unlimited builds in a game like that because, like, it costs no resources from your rig to remember all of that and place all of that. Whereas this game, it's on Unreal Engine, which is like a modern engine, and it's also the graphics on it are there. I wouldn't call this like hyper realistic, but it's realistic in the sense that like every one of these pieces is scaled and everything is much like one of these pieces, like one wall piece in this game probably has more polygons or whatever you want to call it than like a whole chunk of Minecraft terrain does. So like a game like this, just by nature, unfortunately, until just technology gets better, you know, which it eventually will, they will be able to like make games with this level graphics and then also not have to worry about limitations like build limits because of just straight up, you know, computing power. Yeah, and see, that's the thing is, like, again, Minecraft doesn't look bad. It has its aesthetic for a reason. It looks retro and blocky and pixelated, and that's the whole reason it's cool. Like, it looks good. It doesn't look bad. It actually looks good, but because it gives them an advantage in the performance department for that. And they kind of take a sacrifice in this game. LEGO wanted to be true to themselves and make something accurate to their product that's in a virtual world, which I do that's why I appreciate this game so much. Is despite the build limit, everything in this game can be built in real life. I don't know if that's gonna fit on the wall there or not. So all of these pieces for all of these builds and all of these techniques that they're using in the game, assuming you had all the pieces, whether they're in the right colors or not, if you had the instructions for these, you could build this exact thing. Now you couldn't really build it exactly because the way like obviously you would have to build it a little differently so that the parts interlock and the roof pieces don't just fall off and stuff like that. Because in this game, there's like magic glue, right? So in real life, what you couldn't do, for example, is if you took these blocks and stacked them in real life, right? You wouldn't be able to just stack another set of blocks like that. There's just two smooth sides connecting. So in real life, those would actually have to be interlocked. So that way it has a structure going up. So that's really the only stretch of reality that this game has, is that you can attach pieces in ways that technically wouldn't work in real life, but they could work in real life if you changed up the technique a little bit. Wait, which one is it? This one. Because the other one's not fitting for some reason, so this one pretty much looks exactly the same. And it hangs from the ceiling, so that's a W. Hey, are we gonna place or am I lagging? Oh, this is the one that the void is kind of weird. I'll probably put it there. We'll just... Suppose I could put all of them like right there. See, that one lets me build it there, even though it's in the void spot. Hold on. See that? This way, it says I can build it, but when I click, nothing happens until I get it right there. That's weird. Wonder if it does it on this side too. See, that one, what is going on here? That one, it's so inconsistent sometimes. But I can show you some of what I built so far. We're just getting the lighting done on this build. It's really coming together on that one. We got that build that I finished the other day, and this is the one that I started with. It looks a lot different from the other ones. Obviously, it's the same build pieces, but like architecturally, it's like the most unique from the other 3.5 that I've built so far. I'm not a. You gotta. So the green ninja, that's I'm trying to remember. That's what's his name? The kid. I'm trying to remember. Can't remember his name. It's Lloyd, right? See, I'm not you got to realize I graduated high school in 2011. I think that's like the year or the year before Ninjago came out. So like I was kind of in my Lego Dark Ages and not really collecting. So like Ninjago just unfortunately I don't have a nostalgic connection to it cuz like I said I was already kind of like leaving the Lego world as a cool teenager who's too cool for it, you know? How a lot of us go through that phase. But yeah, I kind of miss the Ninjago train, so to speak. But I do have a fair amount of Ninjago knowledge. See this one? See, that one lets me place it. Interesting. See, that one we're going to do a wall one because... Ooh. What's going on here? Well, I was supposed to use these here anyway. Nope. Up there, I'll probably just do the regular lanterns and no circular ones. Alright, so there we don't got to do one. That's just going to get in the way there. What about the ceiling one? That works. And then there, we'll do something different. Let's get this one. I really wish that other roof piece I was using had the valleys. It has a hip, but no valley, and then the other type of roof has a hip and a valley. It's unfortunate how some pieces work like that. I really wish they would think about us more than just the... Because they only give us pieces that the developers end up using in the prefabs. Now, this update is a little bit of an exception. They did include some that were like used in the monastery that technically aren't in any of the prefab builds. But at the same time, I really wish they would start thinking like, yeah, so even as developers, I know that in our prefab that we're giving to our players, we give them a 2x6, an 8x, or this, you know, an 8x. This one's 2 wide. This one's 8 wide. This one's 16 wide. We as developers, that's all we need to make really cool stuff and prefabs. But we're not all developers around here. We're not all Lego mathematicians. Even I struggle with like, I feel like when they limit us like this and they only give us so many variations of one type of roof piece, like why isn't there a 4 length? Why isn't there I just feel like it makes it easier, even though a lot of times if you do the math, you don't always need those increments. However, not every player is that like clued into this kind of building in this game. So I just think it gives not only more freedom, but also like more easy building for the casual player. And then again, so like right here, what I was, the point I was making is, so you've got this type of roof that has like this kind of pattern, right? And then you have this type of roof that has this kind of pattern that they gave us. So when you go to the valleys only have the ones that match this. See how those two match? And then these two match as well. But there's no valley that matches this one. I know, you know, the developer, they didn't use any in the prefabs, obviously. They maybe did a build that didn't require them. But, like, why isn't... I wish there was forethought into it to be like, well, I know we didn't use these in any of our prefabs, but let's give them a hip or a valley for this hip as well. And let's give them more increments of more pieces, even though we're not utilizing them. The player can utilize them and find it simpler to do when they do use it. I think that would add so much more quality of life to the building in general if there was just more pieces. We don't need like necessarily 1x1 pieces, because you still I feel like you should mostly still be building in like increments of 2s, but little gripes, I guess, in the grand scheme of things with all the other bugs and stuff. Thank you for all the likes on TikTok, guys. I appreciate it. It's your first time in. I'm Epic Bricks. I stream LEGO Fortnite, and I like to build cool stuff. Right now, I'm in Sandbox, which you know, people have their opinions on. I really don't care, but if you do care, and it does make a difference, most of the time I do play in my expert world and build in my expert world. But today we're not really today, but for this project, I decided to make it in a sandbox world just to make it a little bit easier. And also, if you're just joining too, I had an issue with this spot in my expert world that essentially wasn't allowing me to build it here. Wait, what is going on? So I can place... Oh, wait. So I just got to place that one lower? Interesting. I think that's the spot. Hello. There we go. Boom. Okay, I gotta do the other corners as well. Why does this piece never want to go on? Aiming at this particular grid line is like super uncooperative, to say the least. It's like I aim over here, it goes way to the right. I aim over here, it just goes too far left or too far right no matter where I aim. It's like there's no sweet spot. I have to aim there and then just nudge it. It's being very, very temperamental. What is going on here, man? Oh, yeah. Wait, no. We can build up there. Yo, Mega Noons! The Noons! How are we? We're coming along with the build. We're adding the lighting, at least a decent amount of it. I'm sure I'll do more at the base. And I still haven't decided if I'm going to do like hanging lanterns like on this one. I feel like it's a vibe on this one that doesn't need to be copied onto this one. That's just my initial thought. I haven't completely decided on that yet. Did I get all those? I think I did. If you can have a LEGO game adaptation of anything. Like, do you mean like as far as like, you know, LEGO Harry Potter, LEGO Batman? Like if I could pick like another game around like another franchise? Or just like my dream LEGO game in general? Because I'll give you both. Here, let's start with my dream LEGO game in general. It would actually be a MMORPG. A LEGO MMORPG I feel like would go so hard. Basically, just World of Warcraft, but Lego, which I guess could technically be like an IP crossover. But I want like the mechanics of WoW with Lego. I want to go through raids, like have like 5-man raids, 25-man raids, but all be Lego people and get Lego loot and have Lego weapons and Lego gear. And you could min-max stats in Lego. Now that would be sick. But as far as like a straight up just franchise, like if we were to do like another, you know, like a basically another version of like Lego Batman or like Lego whatever the IP is. I'm trying to think. I think a Lego Adventure Time would end up being fun, like as a game. Like I don't know what kind of storyline they could go off of. It'd really be an almost anything type of story, but like an Adventure Time Lego game would probably be really fun and lighthearted. What would be another one? Yeah, it'd be like Lego Lord of the Rings. It'd be like riding around horses, just getting, and then you could like gear up your Lego guy. Like imagine getting like different molded Lego pieces as gear. You're like getting different chest pieces and gloves and capes that you can actually put on your character. I think that's what a lot of people want out of LEGO Fortnite is they want to be able to customize their character via gear. So that way, like you could throw on like cloaks and stuff like that. But I think that would be, it's very MMO, which this game is more of an open world sandbox survival. So like I understand if they're not going to push into full MMO mechanics. But yeah, a LEGO MMO RPG would be so sick, dude. The customization and the fun for it, it would just be so cool. And it'd be more for the serious player. Like I doubt it would be, you know, LEGO is generally targeted towards younger kids. Why can't the younger gen get into MMOs? Come on. We gotta start them young. I'm sure people started World of Warcraft at like 8. I know I was like, shoot, I was like 12 when it came out, I think. I was a youngin'. They can handle it, LEGO. And then the thing is, I know LEGO Fortnite is even intended for the, you know, like it's generally intended for the younger audience, but obviously it has its appeal to all audiences. But I just think LEGO is almost underestimating their younger fan base, I think, with like how much they can, I guess like understand and cope with in a game like this. Cause I feel like they've made it so easy and like I've heard complaints from almost every player that everything is a little bit too easy. And it's a game already where by design with the options, the world options, you can already fine tune it to your skill level. So if it's too tough, you could always take off any option you want, hunger, whatever. So I just don't get why they're like spoon feeding us these changes of like difficulties where it's like, no, we're making the game easier for everybody no matter what everybody wants. Whereas I feel like that's always been an option to make it easier. Why not just add more stuff that maybe does make it a little more complex at the end of the day, but always give the option to turn it off if the more casual player isn't getting it or understanding it or enjoying that experience. Trying to think of where to go next. Yeah, Lego Avatar: The Last Airbender. That would be a sick game series. Now that would be. Now I think you got the right ideas there. That's a good one. I didn't even think of that. All right, I got to figure out lighting for the bottom level, but I also want to see if indeed I can do anything on the walls here and have it look good. So I like these because they're tan. But the problem is, oh, now these corner pieces, they don't even line up to the right spot. So the only place I could put these is all the way down low. I guess that wouldn't look terrible in the middle. But then I still feel like the right side and left side end up being very blank. I forgot I have these two to utilize. I suppose I already used like a lot of real estate for all these pieces. So I'm trying to think. I could always put the lights somewhere else or lower. Because this gives me a lot more color when I use these, but then they overlap things. These walls are just so bogus. They also need to fix that, where you see how there's two different planes there. These white plates, they're a little bit further in than this red part here. So the way that it has like a weird horizontal, and I think even that red distance is different. Yeah, you see how that piece even sticks out further than this piece does. So there's like a horizontal grid where it'll let me put it and connect it right there. Horizontal, like see how it's like there's a horizontal line going this way. I guess it's also vertical. But if we were to go even 1/4 or half of a plate inward, that where this is falling, this doesn't land on the natural grid. So that's why it's not letting me place it on there. It will it's hard to see, but it's either floating by like a centimeter or it's bumping into it. There's no in between. So I wish they would allow you to like magnetize any wall piece to any like of the horizontal grid that's there. So otherwise there's like nothing to put on the walls. And then the other issue is I don't even think I can skip around it with buttons. I think we tried that, didn't we? I mean, I'll try it again. But usually you can work, I don't even think the buttons will place on there. Oh wait, let's see. Oh, that is actually placing there. Look at that. Let's see. So I don't know if that was working last time I tried it. I can't remember. So we got the button to attach. So technically now I can add not a wall piece because it'll flip it the wrong way if I look at that. Oh, wait. Yeah, wall pieces don't flip if you look at buttons. So I could do... I think I could do a rug. Can't rugs go sideways with the button? No. Why is the... Will it flip anything right now? Is that crazy? Wait a minute. Why is my button not flipping? Or why is it... What? Chat, why is it not flipping anything? Let's try a thruster? What's going on here? Because that works. I just can't place it on that axis, which is weird. I can place it on that axis. And then, like, not that one or that one. But that one works. It just doesn't work for the wall pieces, which is weird. But why is it also... There we go. I'm like, why is the button not flipping? It might be, like, looking at the wrong part or something like that. So here... See, yeah, I can. So if there's a rug or something, there basically any... Now I can use anything but a wall piece here. I forget about these pieces. You know what else I keep forgetting too? And I could do a different building, but I wanted all these buildings to be like red and white. But I could have used some of these interior walls as some windows here and there. But I really didn't go with the brown and tan color scheme at the end of the day. So what could I put on the wall? I kind of want to get rid of all the filters and just check through stuff. So I need something relatively flat that I can throw on the wall here as like an accent decoration. No, none of that makes sense. I feel like a rug. But I probably don't have one in the right color that would actually look good. That and I haven't used anything like this before on this build. Like, I'm wondering if like a floor piece, like if I found like a tan floor piece that like matched. I don't know if that would look terrible or not, but because that would just be color, like a random blotch of color. And also, I don't even think it's not even still connecting it to where it should. Yeah, it's like broken, dude. As soon as I aim at the actual bottom, where it's aligned with that surface, it doesn't let you. It's so bogus. So I guess I could just leave these as is. Like, I don't need to add anything else. I just really, really want to. Is there like a statue or something maybe I could throw up here? Like, these don't work. I wonder if like something like this would look cool, but like upside down. That's the other thing I could do too, is find some sort of something like a statue or longer, and then I could put something up on the roof and hang it going downwards. Like, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm just trying to go through all my options here that I could think of. Like this thing, like, would look maybe cool upside down. There we go. I don't know if that'll work with the spacing. It also might look cool from the inside. I'm kind of curious. Like, that would kind of be a cool effect for the window from the inside, and you would see it like out the window essentially. That'd be kind of neat, don't you think? So this designing things in this game is a big game of just pure what if I did this? What if I did this? And you just try things out like this. And then you see how it looks from the outside and you decide, holy cow, I love it. Which I do. I really do think that kind of adds a little bit more without like doing too much craziness. The thing is, I just have to worry about it on the inside and decide if I want to do that everywhere, or maybe there's a different piece that'll work better. I'm also wondering, oh, that doesn't get supported. I can't really show it from the outside either, because I could. No, that doesn't attach that way. What else could I do upside down that might look cool? Keep forgetting. Let's turn on Daigo's stuff. Daigo's stuff looks really cool, and sometimes matches the Ninjago stuff pretty much perfectly. Obviously, it matches in theme, but not always in color. Can't really think of anything. What is the last item? This legendary forest axe. Like I said, I don't need to add anything there. I just really, 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 really want to. Because I hate the fact I can't put these here. If I could put them there, I would probably double up on all of these corners and put these like almost everywhere. But that's the issue. I can't. I can only put it way at the bottom and it'll attach there. And I think it would just look odd if it's all the way down there. It like doesn't... I don't know. What do we think? I don't know. It doesn't look as bad as I thought it would because it's like evened out by the tan parts up here. So it's kind of got like this arch formation going on with the tan. And it makes the face of it look a little better. But tell me like it centered wouldn't look better. Like if it was just able to put it right there, which... Wait, I have an idea. What if I do something like this, and then we go with a floor piece like this, and then we go like this, you see? And then the floor piece will be sideways. Or this will be sideways, damn it. I forgot that was going to be how it was. Wait, there's got to be, hold on. Maybe I don't need that at all. Oops. There's got to be a workaround here. I feel like I can sense it. What if we do like that and we just stack it and then I can put that. Oh wait, it needs, I forgot it can't just go on the front. There's like almost no way to do this. So I'd have to like stack this like up to there and then I could like throw that there, but then it's coming off the wall by like so many spaces, dude. That looks terrible. Can anyone think I could leave it? I ultimately can leave it like this, but I usually like to give it a fair chance and exhaust like every option I can think of to make it look better than this. But I am willing to leave it like this if this is kind of all that's available to me. It's just ooh, that's an idea. Curious. I think that's, I can move it a little bit lower even. So you see less of that red. But like, oh wait, all I gotta do is find something tan. Is there like a tan fence piece that matches? Because then I could just do like, ooh, like that. Oh, my wall. No. See, eventually I figure it out, chat. Eventually I figure it out. There's always a way. So wait, where'd that other piece go? What was it? Oh yeah, it was the fence piece. This guy. So like that can go there. And then it's like close to the wall. It was closer than the other piece was. As far back as it can go. 'Cause ideally, I'd want it like there. But it's still like really far off the wall. It's not like crazy. I just wish there was a way to extend that other piece going upwards. Like that's not terrible, but even, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It looks good from the front, but then like the sides, you can tell it's like totally raised off. It's like this one blends it well. And it ends up looking really good. But again, it's still like a space and a quarter off the wall. But I guess if I put more, like I think that was the whole point, is if we put more stuff behind it, it will like potentially look like it's not coming off the wall as much. But that's bumping into there, so I can't really even stack 3 of them. Because if I just have it... Yeah, I don't think it's going to work the way I want it. What can I do to max out the ninja things? Because I don't want to make that much. What do you mean by max out the ninja things? Quota. What do you mean by things, I guess? Like the masteries? You basically just collect essence by fighting stuff and doing challenges. It's fairly straightforward. Did I get all those lights? Got them, got them, got them. Alright, I think I'm just going to leave those walls. There's really no workaround I could possibly think of now that's going to make those look any better, other than just having these at the bottom. But I don't even think these are that good of a decoration to go in repetition with around. Like, if I just did these going all the way around on all of them, I don't even know if it would look that good. Like, do you think that's nice or no? What do we think about that? Imagine this, but like on all the levels here. Like, I like them because they're tan, but that's the only place I can put them. Think I leave those spaces blank? Are you allowed pets in LEGO World? Yeah, you can bring your companion. I'll try to get some... I don't do a lot of... I'll have YouTube shorts up, but I haven't been doing a lot of short form content in general. No, I did not get the Rigby pet. I don't know. Ultimately, I think it looks fairly nice, and it's going to add the color and extra depth to this build that I need. I think I'm just going to have to... I don't do it often, but we're going to settle. It still even technically comes off the wall a little bit, but not nearly as much as any of those other techniques we're getting. And I think ultimately this is looking better. Like I said, I do actually like it now that I'm looking at it. I think it looks weird almost when you're looking at one of them, and sometimes you do need to build the whole, like do the whole repetition and then look at it as a whole instead of just like one row like that. Because I think this is ultimately like it's my only choice. If I could choose to put them up here, I would, but there's like no way to get them attached there. I've tried every workaround in the book that I can think of. And I'm like the inventor of workarounds in this game. There's usually always a way to make the things I want to build work. Or at least alternatives. Oh, don't tell me these roofs are different. They actually interfere. Ha! Hilarious game. I love it when the game plays jokes on me like this. You're really funny, game. You're really funny. This is hilarious. So I can't even do that same technique on those buildings. Hilarious! So I guess I'll leave that building like that. I can make that building unique in a sense. Is there anything else I can figure out to make this building different? Is there a different piece? Well, what if I were to, like, hang that from the roof? No, then that'd be too much red. But there'd be a good amount of tan. That would be kind of neat. It was like... Right? The quest continues. The troubleshooting continues. Really? If like... Why would it fit there and not there? Oh wait, it does. Because it's like, this piece is like just thin enough at the bottom. Wait, how am I getting that to attach? That's weird. Can I get that to work with this one? No, see, this one's too thick. It's bumping in. This piece is like actually one plate thin and it fits in this little tiny gap. That fits. Oh boy. What about these guys? They won't be able to go in the middle, but like they don't go there either. Duty! Oh, but that's a connection. Oh, but that piece, that lands on the vertical grid or the horizontal grid, does it? Wow. I am shooketh. Do you think side kits are a waste? I don't know if I should get it. It depends on, like, if you think it's a fun extra accessory. I think it's fun, like, when they come out with one that's specific to your skin. Like, I'm really glad they gave us the Peely dog for free. Because, like, Peely's, like, you know, Peely Bone, technically, is my main skin. So, like, maybe, like, it's worth buying one or two for, like, if they come out with one that pairs perfectly with your favorite skin, then I think it adds a lot of extra fun and zest. You know, if you're in, that's the whole reason we buy skin, it's just for fun. So, like, in that sense, but don't get one just because you feel like you need to get one, or get everyone because everyone's kind of cute, because then it is a little wasteful because you only have one equipped at one time, and if it's not matching any of your other skins, like, maybe it doesn't matter, but I don't know. Oh, I see. That lip right there goes higher. That'd be an interesting take too, putting him on the window. What if I put him outside of the window there and on the window here? Although I think that looks kind of weird. Because, like, that means the furthest this way I could put it is there if I wanted to put it to the left. It just ain't gonna work that way. My mouse being funny? I got something in my sensor or something. I feel like every once in a while my mouse ain't moving. Yeah, 1500, it's pretty steep for sure. Dude, this is booty the way it, like, these walls are pissing me off. I want the new build. I want a new build kit so badly to build with. I guess I could just build. What haven't I built with yet? After I'm done with this, I'm curious what I'll build after this. I mean, I guess I could try building like a custom house with the Simpsons house and just make like a different one. But ultimately, this is just going to be good for spare parts for other kits. You know, like when you're working on a build, these will just be good generalized pieces. You'll be able to use these to make all sorts of houses. Now, I don't know what these windows look like for that at all. I really haven't gone through this set at all. I guess the windows are bound to that wall color. I also really haven't built anything or even built the Daft Punk pyramid yet. Could go back and build something architectural with the Daily Bugle, maybe. I've used pieces with it and built some stuff with it before, but nothing too crazy. We've done bases with all these pieces. And again, like I've used friendly neighborhood pieces, but not too much. This is basically just extra cast. This is like an extra castle battle pack. Like, yeah, if you like Nightmare Before Christmas, it's still super, super cool. But this is like a castle extra pieces pack, in my opinion. They're all the same color as all the other castle pieces in the game, and they give you a lot of really cool stone pieces to work with and combine them with castle. Technically, I haven't built my own haunted house. At this point, I did the prefabs in my one survival world just for fun to make input into my Pleasant Park build. And then I haven't made anything really with the Galactic Lodge stuff. Like I have made like the Imperial Castle and stuff at my my Star Destroyer base, or not my, but trying to think of what else I can build going through after this, because I wish they gave us more prefabs and more builds for this. I've done a handful of builds with these. I can't remember. I think I built these in this sandbox world. I just can't remember where they were. I think they're over here somewhere. No, I can't remember where I ended up building those builds. I made a couple of custom builds with the last battle pass, but I never made them into a village in my world. Oh, what the hell am I stuck on? Say, I guess we'll leave that building like that. I really like the look that ended up taking. Damn, man. There's always something. It's always something. Ooh. Brain Blast! Sorry. Jimmy Neutron reference. Wait, maybe put them on the top? Do I do this for all three or just the sides? Or just the middle? Figured it out. Figured it out. I figured it out! And they look different from the other building. Chad, I think we've done it. I think we need to do a different color than tan, though. Make them brown at the very least. Because that isn't the right color. Or red, or... I don't think I have any red flooring, though, right? So, like, what would be a better color? And also, should I indent it inwards? And have it be, like, innie or outie, chat? The innie gives a little more depth, but I think the outie just looks more clean. Like if it's flush. And technically it's like, it's still giving it depth. The window is more depthy. But I want to see what options I have for here. That ain't gonna work. What else could I put there? Like what other color piece do you think? Maybe just all brown? Because it would have to be like a 2x4, right? Like that even kind of matches. It'll... No, it's like a different color. You can't tell until you place it. The shade of everything. Wait, aren't these the... Oh, these are generics. The generics be kind of the same color. Or roughly, yeah, it's like... Is that the light brown? It's like an even lighter brown than this one is. It's weird. It's like a creamy mocha kind of brown. Because that's light brown. I'm almost positive. And that's an even lighter brown. That's like a new color. I swear I've never seen that shade of brown in the game before. I mean, I know these have been in the game for a while. I just haven't really used any of the generics. Yeah, it's like of its own... It's like a creamy brown mid-tan. Because that's not tan either, is it? It's like... It's not light tan, right? Or is it just the lighting in here? I guess it is that tan color. It's just hard to tell in this room. The lighting, it's like... What time of day is it? Yeah, it's more like midnight or like... It's very orange outside right now. There's not a lot of 2x4s in the newer pieces. I could do white too. White wouldn't be a terrible idea. It just wouldn't continue that red line going across. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What if it's the perfect size for... Ah! Ha 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 ha. Oh my god, it's perfect. Oh my god. I have done it. And then technically in the back side, if I wanted to like kind of cover this up, we could just go behind with like a neutral color there, or I could just do extra blocks and it'll almost look red from the bottom too. Wait, how did I put that there? What the hell? So that way there's more red down there too. Gives you the illusion that there's more red. Holy cow, we figured it out. And it only took me like 30 minutes. Now, do you vote that I should do this for all? Should I do this for the middle one too? Is there an alternative piece I could use that's similar to this one? So we have this thing and then the posters. I think the posters would look very good, but that'd be a little odd. But this thing was like the monastery room divider. Wow. There's your spin jitsu. Oh, I hate it when I do that. Have you ever been sitting on your office chair and you go to adjust yourself and your leg like kicks up and it presses the little thing to let the seat down? Oh my gosh, is it like abruptly scary every time it happens. Should I do it just for the corners, just the middles, or all three? Because I still got to go back and put those pieces. Let's do this one. Maybe I alternate. That's another option. If I put it in the middle, I don't know if I'll be able to use this piece anymore or not. Actually, you know what? I should. If I'm able to place these on, I should be able to just fine. Yeah, that should be able to fit on just fine. So what do you think? Just in the middles, alternating, or all three? Just the sides, just the middles, alternating, or all three? We got 4 options here. I guess up there I really can't do it anyway. I'm almost thinking all 3. TBH. I'm thinking all three. But let me know what you guys think, because I like a second pair of eyes always. That worked out really well with the red up top, too. I feel like when I do repeat that over, it'll look really nice. And I can always dial it back anywhere I need to, but we'll see how this looks first. These pieces are really easy to place from the front side, luckily. I don't have to do much work to get them in. Dude, sometimes you get lucky like this, where luckily the height of this freaking piece plus the height of a fence piece or this bridge beam is exactly the same height as a regular wall piece. Like, that doesn't always happen from piece to piece. That's a lot of luck right there. And the fact that the top also, what I'm lucking out on is 50% of the time, a piece like this wouldn't count as a supporting piece on top. Like, it would be just my luck to place this piece and then just to find out that, oh, wait, it doesn't? Oh, the only reason I'm able to place it is because it's next to other supporting pieces. The only reason I'm even able to place it, because technically this is right next to it. So I'm not placing it on top of there. I'm placing it beside that window, which then that goes under. That's how the space is. So that's actually not a supporting piece, but it still works. Yet it works. It still works. We're good. We're good. We're good. Now, should I do that on this? I feel like there, I have to change it up. Like at least that piece. Do I keep that the same? Or I guess there I could always do... Oh, you know what? Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. We just do the wall piece that's white. Or like go back to one of these that'll actually... Because this wall, it should work. So here we can do like... Shoot, I can even do that there. I forgot about this thing, too. Wonder if that would have looked good down low anywhere. Is it? Oh, weird. It must be support itself from, like, the middle or something. When is the next update? I have no idea. Do you need to go outside? Hold on, I think I need to let the dogs out. Something like that here. Give me a second. I'm gonna let the dogs out. Bones is whining at me. Which usually means he's got to go duty because I just fed him like half an hour ago. All right, give me a second. I will be back after these messages. Let's go all the way back here. You can see all the buildings. It's like way more red in this part of the build. That's what I'm a little sad about. There's less of like, this building has like virtually none of the black roof to it, which I'm a little sad about. I'm almost thinking about changing this roof. I almost think what I should do to get this building to match is all I gotta do is rebuild this piece right here. Get rid of this row. You see how I'm using the really vertical roof pieces? And then I use them just twice in a row. What I think I should do is just use the more flat roof pieces for one layer, have those stick out a bit, which is going to make me probably have to get rid of those lanterns, which I'm kind of fine with. But that the top of this building doesn't really match the top of those other ones, so I think I'm going to lightly edit this one when I get back to. Be right back. Everybody like the live. I'll be back. All right. Okay, that one's different because it has windows. But here we can still... We just got to get rid of 2. Do the same thing. Bop. And then bop. And... Oh, wait, what's getting in the way there? Why isn't it letting me snap? Oh, it's just being weird. I told you we would find the solution. Finally found it. There's always a way. I'd rather put it in the middle, I just can't. I guess I could try doing this. Like, that wouldn't be that. It would only be off the wall by a singular space. Like that. I guess I could put, like, statues there instead, to be honest. That would just be better instead of reusing these pieces that I've used a bunch. Right there would look better because I could just put them right on the floor. Like something. Even these guys are really cool. I like putting these at the base of spots like this. That looks solid. Yeah, so now that building is differentiated from the other building. Just got to do these couple of floors. Do you think maybe I should just do the sides, or should I get rid of the middles? So I think that looks super solid. And I would do it on this building as well. Nice. And then let's just do all of these at once. I like it. Oh, I forgot to put those lights back on. Let's do that before I forget. Oh, I forgot to do that for the rest of these too. Kind of felt like something was missing. Okay, we got that one back, that one back. Just do that one. And then make sure we replace those ones. Okay. Oh, God. Can't see. I wish there was a first-person mode when you were building. Like some sort of button you could just hold down and it like temporarily put you in first person. Many of the quality of life things I wish for building in this game. There's just some times where, like, no matter what angle you get, your character's fat head or body right in front of the screen, just taunting you. Oh, I never did this side. Do you think I should make the middles regular white and just do the edges? I don't know. I kind of like all of them. But at the same time, I can't decide. So again, I'm not opposed to changing stuff later. Honestly, you know what? For like... I'm almost thinking I can keep these just to match down here. Oop, I only have one space, I see. Otherwise, I have to kind of replace that whole wall, which I'm not opposed to. Oh, there's nowhere to land that piece right now. Oh, I'm gonna like need something below that, like a floor piece to get it to sit if I do want that there. Honestly, I'll probably just leave it. I was thinking about putting something, because like these don't have a lot of color to them down there. And I was thinking, trying to find a way to make these match better. And what I could do is replace those walls. You know what? Let's see what it looks like. Alright, so... all we'd have to do, god dang it, is we would need an extra floor piece. Like, I think technically like there, right? Let me get rid of that. Because then that would be the height it would need to be, right? Yeah, we just need a little bit of an extra floor piece there, which you won't even notice later once I get the actual floor down. And I think that's where my floors have been landing anyway, so that might actually work. get rid of that after, and then they connect. Let's see, and then we go back and we just need... I think that's better, and it matches what I've got going on for those floors better, even though I like the tan on that. And even now, I could still even throw those in. So I just don't want it to block that. I could always put this there and get rid of the other doodad. Oh, I guess it would block the doorway if I did that. Although that doesn't look that bad. But that's super solid. I like that a lot better. See, this is where I already have my floor level here anyway. It works out. Wait, didn't I have a... Oops. Didn't I have a shorter piece to work with? Wasn't I using this one? Because that's the actual length of that piece that I'm using. I don't need it to be any longer than that. Yeah, I like that better. What about free parts? No, the parts I'm using right now are technically not free. They're from the current LEGO Pass, which is 1,400 V-Bucks, 15 bucks. Show the build. Give me one moment. Get the rest of these broken to be switched out. Oops. No, that's wrong. Actually, that kind of does look good that way. Like, cause it gives the... It's still blocky, and it gives me like the color scheme I'm looking for. I might actually end up switching that. That might look pretty good. But so far, here's the whole build that I'm working on right now. Crazy, bro. Thank you. Thank you. This is in sandbox, but I mostly build in expert mode. This is kind of like a one-off for me. Usually I only experiment or like kind of goof around with builds in sandbox, and then I'll make like a serious build in expert using that kind of like brainstorming that I went through. But this build, the location that I wanted to build this on my expert world is not bugged, but it spawns a chaos challenge, and I can't get rid of it, so like this location is kind of goofed, so I figured I'd just build it in sandbox so I could use the location that I wanted to. And you know what I could do? No, it's like, I was about to say, like, here, it almost wouldn't be a bad idea if I did that exact same thing in the middle here, but just in the middles. Like, you think that would be solid? I can't make the other building like that. But what do you think about this, making these two somewhat similar in that respect? Or do you think just the regular white middle would be good? So, like, I could add that, or I could just kind of leave it as is. Because it kind of does differentiate this build from that build. If I add that to that, then it kind of blends them. And I do want them to be, even though they're kind of exactly the same technique as far as the structure, I still want the vibe of each of them to be a little bit different. Oh, and I think I still got to go place those red blocks. Did I get down here? I think I did. I don't think I forgot any faces now. Do I might not do the same thing on the bottom, but we'll see. So what did I do down here? Technically, we did nothing down here. And I want to say these we'll be able to do in the spot I want. Actually, we should make these the same. As what I did over on that other spot. So no, that will go there. And then this goes there, and then we just do two of these. Like that. We kind of copy that pattern we did over there. Oh, that won't fit right there because I didn't use that same piece. Oh, wait a minute. Was I cheating? Because I got those pieces to stay there after I removed that piece. Oh. I have cheated. Ooh, I see what I did there. I see what I did there. Hold on. So that means if I place this first, and then I place that, but then I get rid of this. Oh, wait, it doesn't stay there? Wait. But it stayed on the other one. Is that right? Aha! Because normally I wouldn't be able to attach that to that, or would I? Yeah, no, that would normally be floating. I, like, cheated the system. I feel like I could do this technique going all the way around and it would look pretty good for the bottom here. You know, I could just leave this the same too. I don't know. Like here, I wouldn't... I could also put statues. Hello? Oh, got those pieces. So I think this would be a good spot for some statues too, right at the base. I don't know if that'll look good. Oh, that won't even fit. It's too tall. Can't even see where I'm placing these, if they're centered or not. I think those are pretty solid. I think they make some light. See, those are really tall too. Like, these end up looking good, but I don't want to do, like, I don't think it makes sense to have, like, more than one gong right next to each other. Like, trust me, the color scheme works fantastic there, but, like, it almost wouldn't make sense to have gongs running all the way around this thing. So I could, like, use these guys. Oh, you know what? We can use the Shogun statues. I feel like there's got to be some sort of stand I can put them on and it'll look better. Oh, what about the drums? Those will look pretty damn cool too. What do you think about the drums? I think I like those. Those are kind of solid. Yo, Rodriguez, how's it going? Those are solid. And then here... Oh, that does fit, but right behind there. Interesting. I think these will work here too, though. Oh, no. It's further up. Beautiful. Actually, you know, it might be even better than that. Even better. Where are they? I like that. That would also be interesting here. A little big, but could always get rid of them later if I don't like that. 'Cause it blocks the emblem, but I already have so many of those things showing. It's not like it matters if those are blocked just a little bit. But maybe I can make this like the motif here. Like anywhere there's like an entrance or a doorway, we can have those guys. Now there they won't fit, but we can figure out something else to put along those doors. But I could do that over here too. Kind of match all the doors together. Like that. Hola! I was fighting a dragon in Max World today. I was just about to kill him when I was kicked out. I rejoined and it said there was a player already in the world. Then restarted the console, and when I spawned and it said I died, lost Max World. I'm really sorry to hear that. That's unfortunate. So what happens sometimes is if you DC, even though you DC out of the world, like, your character is still technically in that world getting hit by stuff. It's like the game is continuing without you being there, controlling it, which unfortunately because I can't imagine. Like, I imagine you would have had a totem of return on. So if you would have died, like theoretically, you should have just logged back in, like at your 0-0 location after you died. But it's possible that it even glitched like through that. I've heard all sorts of horror stories like that. I gotta go back and replace all those lights that I broke. Actually, better idea. And I know I want to do that on this corner. Can't really do that, actually. Can I add that? I guess I can add that stuff in front of it. Here, check it out. Oh, we got Daigo's domain. So this should work. I just got to put it a little bit in front of those pieces. If I want to do those together, essentially. Yeah, and I like that too. So we just got to put the bar first and then the doodads. So let's get rid of this, get rid of those, get rid of those. Boom. And then just go back here, pull it out a little bit further. Although this door doesn't let me... Didn't I put it in that same spot on the other door? And it let me just fine? Interesting. It let me put it there for that one. Why didn't it let me put it there for that one? Oop, damn it. Why does it do that? Freaking POV screwed up me. See, like this one. Oh, I see. I'm aiming at like this round part. I think this is. Well, what am I aiming at? Oh, I see. That's not the same depth. I see the difference. There we go. And that means I should be able to do that there as well. Like that. And then I'll figure out how I'm doing it across these sides. Let's do one right in the middle. And I guess that's what I could have done for lights for all of them too. Technically, I could have done a bar. But I like the one that I went with, to be honest. It's not like it's bad. Oh, there's one that I forgot. I knew there was going to be one that I missed. Did I get all of them now? Cool. That's evenly distributed, right? And then mouse. Hello? Actually, let's do that more to the outside. Boom, just like that. I think the way I had these, I should just be able to line these up. Like one in the center of each of these. Boom. 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 Because if I could maybe, if I started from one side to the other, I could really pack those in closer. I guess let's try. Because look, I've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6, 12, 24 spaces. This looks like it's only about 12 spaces anyway. So I feel like if I started there and then just went all the way across, I feel like I could get them to line up like pretty much perfectly. Oh, I didn't get those on the right spot. Let's see. So I guess the more the better, the more kind of cluttered the wall is. You get that much more like depth and detail. Holy moly, did I do that perfectly? Oh my god, that guy's this side has 2 spaces, this side has 3, so it's about as perfect as it could have been. As far as the spacing goes. And then here, yeah, let's just go every other one. I think that'll be appropriate. Like, it's not too much, not too little. And we can find something else to put in between those walls. Like, I could do those other pieces, but I don't know if that's going to look... Like, I don't know if all that red and white's going to look good next to that red and white. So I think down here... we do, like, the drums or something. Although I wish these drums were symmetrical. Do you see how they are ever so slightly not symmetrical? They're, like... Hold on if I can get myself to first person here. Okay, I guess I can't place that there. I just want a first person. Like, it looks symmetrical, but it's not. It's also, I've got that in the wrong spot. Like, you see how, like, one side of it, I mean, I can't get that. Like, one side of it is almost tilted, and the barrel is, like, more to the, you see how the right side lid is completely sticking off the stand, and the left side lid is like going over the stand part of it down there. It's like ever so slightly not perfectly symmetrical, which is like, hey, who cares, I guess. Yo, Divine, how we doing? Have you seen the build I'm working on lately? I can't remember the last time you were in, but we've made a decent amount of progress here. This is the structure I've been, this whole triple building structure I've been working on. This is the most recent. And don't worry, that's going to be a lot less plain here in a little bit right there. But I think you've seen this one. We finished that one the other day. I'm actually going to slightly redo this roof. Like just ever so slightly. We're going to redo that roof in a little bit. Otherwise, this build has been a task and a half. This one was very technical, trying to get the bridge. Because basically what I had to do is build a skeleton up from here, then build the bridge out, then build this whole skeleton off of this end of the bridge. So there, like, I wasn't going to do any guesswork where I'm like, I'm going to build A and B and connect A and B. I just built A, built over to B. But this triple tower, whatever you want to call it, it's got that building starting out on a different level, so that way it brings you up and then kind of goes onto this level. I like doing builds like that when you have one building starting on like a lower part of a hill and then you have it bridge across to a building that's higher up. It always just looks really cool. Are you submitting this? Wait, for what? Is there some sort of comp I'm not aware of right now? Oh, Haskins? Yeah, I could try submitting it. I'll have to tell him, like, if I win, just, if there's any prizes, give them to a non-content creator who is, like, just as good, or count me out, but I'd love to participate. Is he doing any prizes? So here we're going to do a little market. Like you kind of see I started there. I just haven't really hashed out the details of it yet. Okay. Yeah, I think we do the drums there. I think the drums would look freaking sick. Because I also... Those are almost too big. You can't even, like, walk in front of the... Oh, yeah, you can. We're good. Not that I even need to really worry that much whether or not you can get around them or not. Shogun pieces coming in clutch. Oh, this one's not going to be centered. I think that's the only one that it's not going to be centered on. I think that's a solid repetition for the bottom there. Like, it fills the space pretty nicely. And it gives, like, a different vibe from what I've been doing on the top layers. It gives it, like, a nice base. See, these also aren't perfectly spaced either. You can see there's even spacing here and here in between these two spots. But then, like, right here, you can see it's a little bit smaller. The shape of this building is, like, not completely perfect. So, like, right there, you can tell, like, see how this is fitting inside that white space, like, barely. And then this one has some extra space in the back. That's not really anything I can fix unless I change the shape of the whole building. But then that would throw off the shape of, like, how I have everything set up already. Oh, yeah. Now that's what I call progress. Did I get all the lamps placed? I think I did. Lamps, 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 lamps. Oh, you know what? Let's, what do we think? These guys for here, and how should I have them? Should I have them facing outward? Or what kind of lamps should I do here? We gotta lamp it up. We gotta lamp it up here. What do we do? Let's just get rid of everything. Because, like, this one looks really good, too, because it's dark red, but I don't think it honestly looks good there. There's, like, that one. There's that one. There's Oh, yeah. By the way, this piece looks really nice, but did you know it's supposed to be round? Look really close at the picture. I know my head's blocking the bigger picture, but it's square. When you build it, it's square. But look at it in the picture. In the picture, it's clearly round. It's square at the bottom, but then it uses round pieces for like the top 2/3 of the pole. I don't know if you can see that, but this piece has like been forever bugged. I think it would actually look a little bit better if it was rounded. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, honestly, like I get bored with the progression content because this game has so much potential. Well, those are cool. For like replayability, but like this game has honestly been a cycle of they come out with an update, it gives you a few small tedious tasks to do repetitively, and then you kind of hit this wall of like, okay, well I did that task 15 times. I'm already kind of bored of it at this point. I've got all the best stuff. Now what do I do? And really the only answer to that question has been build stuff. It's an open sandbox game, but it seems like they intended to have just as much, if not more, content that you could be doing outside of building. But this game ends up being like, well, once you do everything, dude, you can only farm so many Lost Masters and Dragons before you go crazy. And not everybody is like as attuned to building as maybe some of the people here I am. So like obviously you might, and then even if you are a really good, really passionate builder, you might get bored after one project and not want to just start up on a second one right after. That's not everyone's thing, you know what I mean? I think these would look really nice. I haven't really used these too much. I think I should have these going out or like in. I wouldn't put them there. I don't think that would really make sense. But like these would look nice. I wonder. Ooh, that'd be kind of interesting. Like at this first spot right here where these two things are, they'll make it easy to line up. I guess they're not perfectly touching, are they? Then we can do a pair right in the middle. And then technically this one won't even work because I would have to put it like right here at the beginning. I don't know if I like that or not. We definitely need at least a few lights here. But like which ones? I guess technically this is like the middle of the bridge. The reach building capacity. Yeah, it's unfortunate because like different systems, like I play on PC and I want to say they've done a better job of equalizing it. So if you have like like the newest gen console, you should be matching up to PC. But if you play on like Switch or like an older gen console at all, dude, it's like your build complexity is just completely hamstringed. Like there's not much you can do about it. Like something small and subtle too, but I don't like those. I like the way these look, but they're very like ornamental, you know what I'm saying? I guess I could do like 4 of them, like here, here, there, and there. Even that like feels weird. You know what I'm saying? You like that? The only thing I don't like is because obviously this bridge is going into like this part of the building. This one's actually going a half a step higher. So on this floor, I'll actually have to have a stair. So like the floor of here is actually like right there. So I'll have to have a little step up coming to here when I flesh out the floors. Oh, I already did the floors for here. Oh, look at me being productive. Oh, I didn't do these ones yet. Something about that like doesn't look right, dude. You know what? I think I got it. Let's stop it. I think we go more subtle. And check this. I think we go with more of like something like these guys. Or like like a yellow light. I mostly want a yellow light, but these could work, right? These. Now these we can work with, I think. Because they're smaller. Oh, weird, it doesn't want to go on that height at all. Oh, it even lets me place it there. Sick. What about that? You think turn these inward? I feel like you can see most of it from the outside when you're here, so I don't know. I'll try it that way on this side real quick and see what I like better. Because you're not wrong. It's definitely worth like trying. Because then you'd see more red from the outside. You know what I mean? We'll give it a try going that way. What do you guys think? Inwards or outwards? So this one's inwards, they're like facing inwards. And these ones are facing outside the bridge. What do you guys like better? Inwards or outwards? Innie or outie? Innie? Yeah, it looks nicer when you're on the bridge, doesn't it? Like if you're standing on it, which I think counts for more. Yeah, I think like when you're free building in this game, like I said, most of the pieces are like the developers use them in a very specific way, and then if you want to build anything unique, you kind of have to like it has to have flaws in it. Otherwise, whatever you're building is going to look exactly like what the prefabs do. Cuz like I don't mind doing that. I like to make them look a little different from the prefabs, but improved. And then you know what? For the middle, maybe we could go with one of these setups or something like that. I like wonder what these would look like. Back to back. Like something like that. I feel like there's something I want to do in the middle here. Oh, you know. Ooh. Tell me that wouldn't be sick if we put like a light bar going across the bottom. right? Would that be kind of lit? I can do, but it's not like I have to get rid of those. I can keep both of these, so I still have some yellow light hitting, like I've been wanting to. Let's go with like a slightly different spacing. I think this would be pretty litty, dude. Literally. Literally litty. It's lit. Oh! Okay, buddy. We're not that depressed. Alright, so what's my spacing look like? So technically... So how many spaces away from the wall did I go there? That one's like 2 spaces away from the wall there. That one's 0 spaces. So yeah, if I move all of these over again now, they'll be perfectly centered. The right amount of spaces. Watch this. Hold on. Now start from there and go over. And then when I get to the other side, it should end... Oh, it's 1 space, so that's about as centered as it can get. If I move it all over 1 space to the right, this will have 1 space, and the other side will have 2 spaces, or this side will have 2, and the other one will have 1. So, as centered as it can be. That one starts there. There we go. Why does that look like it's floating off? It's not. My depth perception in this game, terrible. Oh, that looks sick. Yeah, because when you're... Yeah, dude. Frick yeah. You know what? That could be also like a vibe we do for the whole thing. Like, I don't know if I want to go back and do all of that, but like, dude... That would kind of be lit if we had just like that inner glow going that whole way. And this one can even go lower. Oh no, it can't. That's about as low. But like, there's like something there. If I do like underglow on like all of these, I feel like that would be so sick. Oh, this one I'd have to move over or something a little bit. Yeah, trust me, I'm very fortunate and I'm in a position, you know, as a content creator and stuff where I've been able to purchase all the kits and stuff as they've released. So I have the least right to complain about Builder's Block. No, I mean Builder's Block is almost inevitable, or like, you know, Creative Block is normal for anybody who's build any but creative, but I have the least excuse to say I have no pieces to build with and nothing to do. Do you have a mock idea? It depends on what kits you have. If like you really want to drive home a specific theme or like a vibe and all that. What kind of... You did this? This, yeah. I came back. I think I did... This is like... This is my 3rd day working on this, but the day... I think I finished that 2 days ago now. So like the day before yesterday, I finished that and then started on this. So yesterday was the only full day of work on this, which was like a 3.5 hour stream. So I think I put about like an hour or 2 at the end of the other stream and then like 3 hours there. So it's like probably like 5 hours of work. Doesn't matter. I think there's tons. I think a cabin on Ninjago Island in one of these heavily wooded areas would be pretty sick. If you did like a little cabin village, you could almost make like a full like cabin neighborhood in one of these, and you could have it be really spread out and vibey. Like that would be a really fun build to do actually in Sandbox, because like you could do like a little cabin right there, a little cottage right there, a little cabin over there, a little cabin right there. And then you can make it feel like a camp or something like that, because this has all sorts of pathways and stuff. So, you know, you can put like a little archery range right here, use like some of the castle pieces to make like a little archery range. And then like, it's just very vibey here. And I feel like if you had like cabins that made it look like little residents and stuff like that, or some sort of like, Bones, relax. Or like some sort of summer camp, that would be sick with one of these really wooded forests. Hold on, I need to give Bones a snack. I fed him. What I've been doing lately has been feeding him a tiny bit less per portion, but feeding him one more time per day. So he's like pretty much virtually getting the same portion, but his brain thinks he's getting an entire third meal. Because I know I'm feeding him the right amount, because he ain't losing any weight, and he's not like massively overweight, but with his 3 legs, it's hard for him to exercise. So he is somewhat overweight, but I know if I fed him any less, that would be that's like abuse. But if I fed him any more, he'd be gaining weight. So I have to like trick him. I'll be right back. Hold on. An idea to do for storage chests? What's a good theme for like storage? We'll go with like free ones. Let's see. Honestly, I've always been keen on castle. You could always do like almost a majestic manner. Instead of blue roof, you do green roof. Look at my storage base. All these, I'm trying, I don't like to assume everybody has the Lego passes, because like I really do think they need to get to a point where, like, especially if they're not releasing anything in the item shop, they need to put as many free kits in the game as there are paid kits. Because we started out, it was like a good more than 50-50 balance of free builds to paid builds. Now it's like 75% paid builds and 25% free builds, which is a little unproportional, in my opinion. All right, I think Dude, I think I might be done with like the... Like, I'll still do decorating in here. I'll do more in here. But as far as like the wall, external wall and lighting deco, I think that wraps it up, and I can move on to like the other fine exterior details, like adding the little market here that I wanted to do. Hello? Have I gone absolutely nuts? What? What in the world? What is wrong with this piece? It's like there's invisible pieces sticking out. It's like there's an invisible piece sticking out from the bottom of right here that's causing like an object to get in the way. Didn't I just place that piece like the other day though? That's so bizarre. Maybe there's like a special brick that it lands on here where I can place it. That's so booty, dude. What? These ones work just fine, man. And can I put that one closer to the wall? Yeah. Weird. Okay, what is going on with my... Dude, I swear no matter what... I've used 3 different mice in the last, like, year. And no matter what, like, after, like, a couple weeks of using the mouse... Like, right now, it's disconnected for, like, 2 seconds and then reconnected. Does anyone have any idea? It's something... And I've done every Windows setting that I could look up to try to fix it. Like, hardware acceleration, like... Sometimes there'll be Windows settings where, like, if the system is using a bunch of power, it'll cut power to peripherals like your mouse and keyboard. I made sure to, like, uncheck those things in Windows. It still happens. And it's like no matter what mouse. This mouse has software to it, like, so you can, like, edit settings, like, through software. But the mice I was using before, they were all hardware only, and those would still give me problems. So it doesn't matter whether I use... Oh, it's just that. I see. Yeah, put it all the way up against the wall. Or is it just this piece that just, for whatever reason? Oh, I think it's because that red stuff I would normally be able to... Here. Now we should be able to put it all the way back, because I want as much space here as possible. And I'm like, I know these pieces can go back further. All right. We're just gonna go to all the outdoor, because all these pieces are gonna end up being useful to us. Ooh, I forgot. We're gonna use these. What are these? Oh, they're from Daft Punk. What are those? Interesting. doesn't matter, does it? Oh, booty. I guess I could just build up. Build like this thing behind it. Probably put that somewhere else. I think we go into one of these. Oh, can I put that closer? Yeah, I like that with the sign kind of overlapping. I wish there was a dude, and that's the other thing. When they give us a decoration like this, for the love of the Lord, can we get at least one other alternate that has the same container but a different item inside of it, so we don't have to do all strawberries? Like, at least one alternate, if not two. There should be one with like apples, and then there should also, because we need contrasting colors, so there should be one that has like bananas in it, and then one that has like, because here they use strawberries, which these are actually, there is no molded strawberry piece for Lego. They only come on these printed tiles. But like, why didn't they opt to use like the molded apple, the molded banana, the molded anything that could have been a molded fruit item here? But I wish they gave us a few extra alternates for this when whatever kit it came in. I don't remember. Fortnite Forever. Like, I don't think there is. But, like, why wouldn't there be one with, like, bananas or apples? And you know what pisses me off even more? Is these items. They do. In the trailer for this game. Sorry, I'm going on a rant now. We're getting angry. The trailer for this game from, like, 3 years ago has baskets of food in the trailer. It's such false advertising. I'm gonna go crazy. Like, if you go back and watch the original LEGO Fortnite trailer, you will see, like, a street, like a paved cobblestone road, which made us also think we'd have paintable road textures at the very least in the game. And they had the sickest looking little market pieces that have never been added to the game. I will forever be sad about that. I will forever complain about that. Wish I could put this diagonally. Sorry, rant over. The rant is over, guys. You can put your headphones back on. Epic is done yelling. I like these, but again, it's such a weird inconsistency of what they count as a supporting piece and what they don't. The tops of these boxes are not supporting pieces. You cannot stack anything on top of these. However, other items in the game, like this box from the Der Burger kit, has no problem being a supporting piece. So the inconsistencies there, I'm like, why the heck? I get it. It's because technically, like, I don't know if it's counting the surface, like, up there. But, like, let me try that. Like, can I even put anything on top? See, this top doesn't even count as a supporting piece. And that's the actual top of the build, where you can see that little net grid. Like, that's technically the top of the build. So I was maybe thinking, oh, it's because we're trying to build in that void space there, and it's counting it as, like, solid, but it's not. But, like, there's just so many inconsistencies in the game where this is a supporting piece, but this isn't, and this is, and this isn't. So you got to work around, like, it's kind of silly, in my opinion. Why, like, I don't know if that's an oversight or a restraint that they can't fix because of the nature of the game. Because I'd want to stack stuff on top of there. I just can't. But I will use it because it's not like it's leaving that much void space anyway. Let's see if I can get this thing. And this piece is broken. It's so weird. The only spot it works is like here, and it's because I think I like have to raise it up by like a stud, like watch, or like a floor piece. I think I know how to fix it. How long is it? Do I have any 12s here? Jeez. Okay, that's 12 wide. So I think I can trick it by raising it up. So I swear it's that back peg that's like goofing everything up. I feel like I should be able to get this to work. Oh, so annoying. Like, right? That should fix it, I thought. Yeah, it does. I just can't get it to go. Oh, I need it to... Weird. So even if I go, it should still be connecting there, but it's not. What if I raise it up again? This piece is broken. Like straight up. Oh, now it's too tall. The objective in this game, well, there's an end game boss named the Storm King that you can only get technically the trophy if you're in expert mode. But otherwise, like, technically the end game boss is the Storm King. However, there's always content being added. Like right now, they just did a Ninjago update like a month ago. And there's going to be a part 2 to this update, which will very likely bring us another, like, Storm King level boss. We'll probably get some Ninjago end game boss. So as far as, like, hard in-game objectives, there's that. But just like Minecraft, it's like once you know, defeat the Ender Dragon and do all the end or whatever. I don't know all the objectives in Minecraft. I've never really played it. But once you do all those things, it's like, really, what do you fall back on? The creative aspect, the building. You build cool bases to keep all your stuff in and wait for new updates to expand, you know, and do all that. So it's kind of the same idea in this game. There's like some progressional content, but besides that, it's just like being, and right now I am actually in sandbox mode. Normally I play in my expert world. But for this particular build, unfortunately, in my expert world, I'm having what's called a chaos challenge spawn here, which is like an enemy event that happens that spawns enemies, and I'm not able to get rid of it, unfortunately. So like, it's kind of like locking me out of building on that location on my expert world, so I'm just building it here. But the overall, I guess I could do that if I move it forward. It's letting me build it there of all places. See, even there doesn't make sense, because right there, is it the front peg that can't be on something? I am beyond confused by this piece now. Is it the front that can't be support? I just don't get it. It has no rhyme or reason to where, like, sometimes I swear it was the back right leg that was glitched, but then right there, the back right leg was right under something. It doesn't matter. That piece is just boogity boogitied. Because I guess I could repeat. Oh, you know what else I have? I think they're under like recreational or something. Or maybe they're under outdoor and they're just... But I also have the... I have this guy, which we can use. But where is... Is it under recreation? Oh, there's these guys, too. I forgot I have these, plus the dark brown ones. These things always look great, but I can use them for another area as well, like some sort of, like, pub or keg-type area. Also, we gotta throw some of these wells out in some random areas. These will make fantastic little side details. Where are the little market carts from the Tudor builds? I know it was under a weird section. It was like under, like, it wasn't displays, was it? I think it was. Oh, they have the flowers and junk. They did have at least one other alternate. Is this from Fortnite Forever? No, this is from Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. See, again, another one where they could have given us an alternate. And see, why is this in a... I guess it's because I wasn't filtering by that. Oh, no, I was filtering by everything. I should have seen it. And this is in a different section than these guys are. Man. That's the other thing, is you forget parts exist simply because, like, the game will have super similar parts, and for some reason they categorize them differently. Like, wasn't this under clutter? I swear I wasn't finding those under displays, was I? There's those, and then these were what I was looking for, these guys. But I swear the berries were in another category, weren't they? I think they were in decorations outdoor. Yeah, they're in outdoor decorations. And then the flowers are from display section. It's so inconsistent. That actually... Perfect! Let's get rid of that. Which way is that meant to go? This really doesn't matter. It's like a good space. That seems alright. Oh, no, it sticks out a little, maybe. Because that can't really go any further back, or that piece is going to end up hitting the wall. Maybe this can go back one more space, but I don't think... No, that can't even go back one more space. I think I do. So we got to base it on this. So like there, more like? Yeah. Also, gotta do something to break up this counter so it's not as repetitive. You know what I'm saying? Like something we can put in between. Like even something as simple as like this, which technically won't be centered to that. Like something to just like divide it. I'm thinking something like a sculpture. I was thinking like alternating something like that, like countertop, countertop, a set of those. Yo, Snowforce, I'm doing well. Hanging in there. I gotta get back to posting on TikTok and stuff. I've been really lazy about making content, actually. It's probably why my TikTok views are a little lower. Plus, there's also a lot going on in the U.S. with the news and stuff right now, which all the terrible things going on. So I'm sure that's drawing away from even everybody's streams for the most part. That, and like I said, I haven't been posting a ton, so it's on me. I wonder how these would look if I kind of just... Oh, I guess I can just snap them, right? This could like add a little bit of pizzazz. Will that go all the way to the end? Oh, it really doesn't work, does it? I mean, I guess I can end that, like, right there. Like, that still looks really nice, right? Gives me more of, like, a shape going on here. Another thing I could do... I really like that idea. But alternative to that, we could, do something like... Could do like that too. And I can even make that go all the way around right here to an extent. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I kind of like what I had going first, huh? Like, I think that adds like almost like a, like just a cool overhang. Oh, are you a menace? I didn't even realize that. I'm sure you said that at some point, but it didn't stick in my brain. Did you go out to any protests or anything? At the end of the day, I'm sure, did your kids get to not go to school? I can't remember if you have, I know you have 2 kids, right? I can't remember if the older one is school age or not. Hopefully kind of not, so I have to deal with all this stuff right now. I like that. I don't know what kind of space. Hold on, I need to do something real quick. Well, I guess here, yeah. What do you think about that? So I could go like 2 or 3 of these and then repeat that pattern. It's kind of something along the lines I was thinking, where we go like 2, maybe even a 3rd one, because it is a pretty bulky type deal. But like, then we break up the counter with something like that. So it's just not like a straight shot of counters, you know what I mean? Like, maybe I could do the spacing every 4 or so. What do we like about this? You love decor streams? It's mostly outer decor, because we did finish up the outside of this hole I did all the exterior wall decorating that I can do. So now we're gonna do anything extra, like I'll do up here as well. Anywhere you can see that's visible. I'll get to the insides eventually, but we'll go with what we can see first. I think one there. It's kind of bulky. It doesn't get in the way too much. But I like the coloring and I like the look of it. Trying to think if there's any other alternatives I've got, because there's a ton of pieces in the game. It's one of those things, sometimes when you're in this situation, it doesn't hurt even after you get something you like. Just to go back through, you never know what's going to stand out to you. I still have to remember to try to use this piece somewhere in here. I'm just not ready for it yet. I'm just gonna go with these guys, and then I can put some clutter up on here. Now, if I want to keep the pattern consistent, I would do one here. But then that doesn't leave like I wouldn't be able to do another 4 going the other way. Like, it's a little big. It's almost too tall for my liking. Hate these floors. You gotta really like be working against you. I think that's solid. I think I could even get rid of that, and then we do that right on the end. I think that's solid. And then I wonder how the Daigo pieces would look on top of... Something like that? I think I like that. Oh, that's too long. Two spaces before. So I'd have... I think if I moved... Hold on. Move those two in. Those two out. That looks nice. Now we kind of just got to throw some stuff. Oh, you know what? I wonder. Nah, that'd be kind of... I don't think that would work. I was thinking about turning it with the mountain, but then I'd have to have all the stuff hovering. First person mode. I wish this counted as a supporting piece with these shelves. I like a lot of things, they don't count. Kind of put some stuff on the floor there, but I'm not too worried about doing it everywhere. Actually, since it's already got pots over there, throw some extras there. Make it kind of match that area. And then is there any... Isn't there something that has cherries on it or something in one of these? Oh, that's like a plant, I think. Oh, it's this thing. It's like a plate with cherries. That kind of wouldn't really make sense. Trying to think of something that would like match with more like produce. Jeez, dude. I can't fit through there now. There's got to be a barrel we can throw there. Actually, let's do... Where's the Der Burger box? There we go. I like that better. See, the Der Burger box likes to be good and count as a supporting piece. Why can't that be everybody? Okay, in front of the flowers, we just put more flowers. Try to go for the ones with like the most color. one doesn't match as much. Oh, that's way too tall. We can put the bamboo right there. Oh, actually, better yet, where we put that barrel. Fills the same amount of space. That'd be way better. Ah, yes. That's the one. And then I guess even if we find something small enough, we could put it right there. That would fit. Something like that? I don't like that one as much. Kind of want it to be in a vase. Something like that. Should I put like a lot of stuff? Should I almost make it look like there's like a few of each item there? So I can do that too. So I want to have like different stuff for each section kind of deal. There's just nothing like fruit-wise that I can really, at least I don't think I'm remembering anything that I can throw there. Because for here, we'll just do all the different little trinkets and for this area right here. I can even see there's paintbrushes there, there's jars. So like, actually, ooh, you know what? Watch this. I just realized what I can do. Oh, I forgot. No, I can't because that stupid piece. You know what? Right here. Wait. Oh, I never got rid of that to throw stuff upside down. I think. Oops. So right here, it shouldn't matter too much if we replace these. In fact, I might even like replace all these walls. Wait, what? That doesn't... Oh, that was allowing me to place it there. I see. Okay, here. So we'll just do one. Ah, there we go. We'll go back to that. And then whatever that was. So the reason I did that is because then on the back side of this thing, no shot. Do I have to move this stuff? Is that one of those situations where I have to place one then the other? Oh yeah, and that also is probably sticking out just enough to where... Okay, so that's going to cause me an issue no matter what. I guess this one can just be more forward. It's going to have to be. Yeah, if that one's a little more forward, it's not a big deal. And I could also pull that one more forward too to match if I really wanted to. Let's go with that, and then I probably already used all those out of my recents for that first set of pieces. That means we gotta go all the way back to the clutter and find those pieces that I was using, which were these guys. Oops. What did I just do? Sorry, I just literally locked my PC. I don't know what Like I clicked like the perfect, because like I use my function key on my 60% keyboard. I just clicked whatever hotkey it is to lock Windows to the password screen, like perfectly. I don't even know what the hotkey is, but I pressed it. Can I go under? No. There we go. Okay. Now we want this to be 10 spaces for a shelf. So that means we gotta find some short pieces. Yeah, there we go. Now we have a shelf to throw some other stuff on. What else would, oh, actually, do you one better. I know what I'm doing. Let's use, where are those colorful, yeah, these. I guess I should flip it around so there's only like one little piece floating off. Rather, I guess it makes it two. I can't put it. I guess I can extend the shelf out further, but I think that'll kind of like cover up too much of that other shelf, or maybe not. We'll see. No, that works. That works. That works. That works beautifully, actually. It's like I added a second shelf to this artificially. Actually, it's pretty nice. Let's see, what's the last piece of the puzzle here? I could just do the colorful ones right next to that. Oh, I have an idea. And then we do these. Beautiful. Get out of here. I never changed that option today. That will do. And then where's that other? Oh, there's a small potion. Like that. I want these ones. See, I want something like fruits to go here. What's a... Am I forgetting about a decor piece, chat? Is there like some way I could make this into more fruit to put in front of the little fruit area? This looks really pretty. Thank you. I like doing it. This is like some of my favorite parts to do. It really adds so much extra detail. I love clutter. I love clutter. I'm trying to think. There's really like nothing. What about the plants? Was there any like... The only thing I think is like maybe like these guys? Like that kind of works, right? Cherries are a fruit. Stuff like that would almost look nice on the outside. I should have used these up here. I don't know. What do you like, the crates or like just the stuff? I think it's better like that. If anything, over here. I want to use these crates, but they kind of match what I've been doing over there. Over here, I want like almost it looks like this is all storage type container stuff. Like since there's boxes here, and then I actually don't really like that tree there. What is this? Oh, that's from Daigo. Interesting. Looks really cool. So these are like more pots and stuff, so I guess I could just put another one of those things there. Was that in this section? Those pots. Oh, these are so cool too. I guess I could like outfit the front of this with some extra stuff. Or like some extra stuff flowing out to the front. I don't know. Something like that. And then the plants, we can go a few more. Look, I think that actually wouldn't be bad to throw there. I like that. That fills up that space. And then over here, again, where were the... I think they might have been under houseware. There's so many things in here. Ooh, actually, that'll be even better. And then we can do one of those, if I can find it, the other pots I was using on the other side. Ooh, we have bottles, too. I forgot about the bottles. There's so many good pieces. All right, where were... I'm looking for those pots. I don't remember where they were, and they're definitely not in my recents anymore. Also, it's 8 o'clock. Heather says she's going out for an hour after work. So we got a little bit of extra time, I suppose. I can keep going. No, the legendary power surge relic is still ungettable. I think even if it drops from a lost master, it'll still be bugged. Oh, that thing looks pretty cool too. It's kind of big, but oh, we can throw it like right there. That kind of makes sense. I guess if I sort by Ninjago, I'll probably find it easier. I believe it was a Ninjago piece. Yeah, there it is. I forgot there's like an armor piece. It's kind of cool. I think that's really nice. That's solid. Oops. Oops. Double oops. We're really breaking. We're breaking the whole bit. I'm restarting from scratch. I hate it. Oops, wrong piece. Let's use the bottles. Winnie, relax. I can hear you barking. Yeah, I like it without the stuff in the front there. Still walk by there? Yeah, we can. Little stone grinder. It just looks something extra back there. Clutter it up a little bit more. All right. One thing I kind of did forget was to throw lights in, which usually I do last, so it's not a big deal. But sometimes in these scenarios, if I do too much with this without putting in the lights, then I kind of run out of room. And sometimes it's better to plan the lights ahead of time. Let's see. Can I fit a big one up here? I think yeah, it looks like we'll be able to fit behind, squeeze behind all of this stuff. Beautiful. Perfect. Yeah. I don't know exactly where I'm going to need to have these land. I figure I'll just go like as many of them going across as I can. Oh wait, is it getting blocked there? What's blocking? Oh. Did I get those to connect? Oh, not quite, but the light still is good. As long as I really don't care if these are not spaced perfectly. You're barely gonna see them. It's actually better that way. It's boom, backlit. We still need some light for the front. So I think we add like a couple of like stand-up type lamps. Something like these guys or something in front of these. That's the only thing I can kind of think of. But even that looks a little weird. But you know what? Even better, there's those short Shogun pieces. Let's actually add Daigo and Shogun since they're all in the mix. I was thinking like these guys would look really good. And I think it'll add just enough light if I add those in front. The only thing I would need is one, and just I think I'd get rid of this because that's not necessary. And then we can go another one in front of that. And then that lights it up pretty much perfectly, right? I hate it when it does this. I keep forgetting. LEGO Fortnite. It's got my next quick bar slot bound to my scroll wheel, which it always resets. I hate this. Hold on. This is just a bag full of mistakes. That's all it is. I think I got all the pieces over in here. Or all the... Oh, Brickmaster, I am working on... a giant build, but I'm getting some of the external details worked out right now. Really packed that with detail, and don't worry, we're gonna probably fill some air, like I'll make like a probably like an outdoor type seating area. I'm trying to think of what section that piece is under. I think it's outdoor. Yeah, it's these guys. So I think out here we'll do like a couple of these guys, like staggered, roughly just like that. And then we'll put some chairs there, and this will kind of be like a little outside lounge. Here we need to put some sort of lamp going to the outside. I think I'm gonna use like these guys. What was I using over here? Now over here I kind of want to keep it the same since that's a raised platform and that's a raised platform. I should probably kind of keep that somewhat similar because I think that would go good there, and then that evenly spaced would be there, I think. Oh, that's not right. So like that, roughly, if I wanted like a few lights in the front. Or I can push those out even a little bit further, and then I could do two more, like right here, roughly. I think if we had two there, that'd be nice, but then like if I had these two... Like if that was there... My mouse, dude, I can't stand it. My mouse has been bugging out today. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dude, my character always... Oh my... I can't. It's like either my mouse is DCing or I have to go up a little bit to get out of the way. This is killing me right now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't think I can... If I did it there, to have it evenly spaced, this one would then land... I guess that would work, because this one would go all the way out on the edge then. I think that looks nice. But I almost feel obligated to do them around there. But I can't, because this is going to end up getting in the way. I think that's too tall to go under there. But I don't need to do lights there, but I think that kind of matches the vibe. I just can't really do one there because that would end up bumping into that roof piece. So I either have to find like, but I want to try to keep it similar to what I'm doing over here. Oh, I guess you know what I do? If I want to keep it actually similar, don't I build that up on something? Yeah, I remember now. So what we do is we take this guy and we flip it like this. I hate the floors that have multiple layers to them. Like, no one wants to place a piece there. It's like, you could, and I guess in this case you'd have to if you wanted it right there. But you see how there's two different levels here that you could place this on? This one's one plate higher than this one is. The only reason this is allowed to fit here is because it's in between those plates. I wish they would, anytime there was floors like this where technically that part's lower, why wouldn't they just make it so this is all one, like just one like level? You know what I mean? And then I guess if I really wanted to make it similar, I'd put those dragon statues right there instead of these lights. If I really kind of wanted to mimic what I was doing over there. And then, yeah, we put this about halfway between that, and then like here we can cheat. It's not going to be perfect. But we'll go something like that for the edge, and just throw that on top. Boom. And then it won't be as far away as this one is from that one, but we can then go back and do like something like that in the middle there between those two spots, and then this one can go like in the middle between those 2 points. It won't be exactly symmetrical, but like it should give you that same vibe from that end, and then it looks the same as the stuff over there. See? The only thing I really could add is like if I wanted to now make it rhyme with the other part, because I did this over there, is add the Shogun drums over here. Where are they? So like these guys, if I wanted it to be exactly like the other side, we could just do this. There, 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 there. There. Oh yeah. So now we got the matching. See, that's even too tall. I can't put these on the corners here just because they'll end up being too tall. I mean, I guess I could put this in like this corner. It just wouldn't be able to have the raised aspect of it. Otherwise, I think it ends up being just too tall. I guess we could test it. Just in case it wants to give me some wiggle room. Nah. I figured. We could still throw it there. It would still look pretty good in the corner. I don't know how much room that's going to leave me in a corner like this. Probably like virtually none. Oh, we can get past it though. There we go. I think that's solid. No, this is literally in sandbox, so this is all for fun. And even in my expert world, it's all for fun anyway. I have my main storage base that stays true regardless. So like any base I build in my expert world is really just like an off-site fun build. This looks really pretty. Thank you. A lot of hours went into this one so far. This one has actual like a decent amount of exterior decoration that I've been doing. I'm even thinking on like these ones throwing like a give it a little more vibe. Having like a bench, I think would look really nice in between these, except for like in some of the spots like here, I don't have enough room, but between here and here I should. Just the spacing on these ones are a little weird. But if I wanted to add like a little more flair to those pieces, we could add like some benches in between. It's a little repetitive, but it's like, what else am I gonna do there? I like using benches for situations like that. Usually works out pretty well. Winnie, Bones, relax. Please relax. Winnie, come here. Bones, come here. Come here. Come here. Hi. Why are we barking? Why are we barking? I know, it's 8:15. You know what? I should wrap it up. I think it's their internal clock going up. He's like, Dad, it's love me time now. It's time for you to lay on the couch and love me. Let me place the chairs, Bones. I'll come love you. I've been ignoring you all day. I know, I know. I'm not ignoring you, Bones. You gotta realize, if I had my regular job, I'd be actually physically gone until this time. You wouldn't have anybody to complain to. Yeah, I hear you, buddy, but he's trying to reason with me right now. It's like, but Dad... Yeah, but Dad... I don't know if you can hear him over the mic or not, but... Stop. They hear your theatrics. Nobody believes you. You get all your square meals that you need per day, plus resting privileges at all times. Don't act like this. See, I could have this work if it floated. Go right there. And if it floats, could have that like at an angle. Well, I want to finish up this little area. I wanted to find... There. I think I could throw another one of these like over here and it would be pretty tasteful. But kind of like continuing that kind of vibe. I don't think there would work. That'd be kind of crowding this doorway. But I feel like one more set of this, like kind of off to the side, would give this more of like a, like an outside like patio lounge type of deal. You know what I'm saying? If it kind of wraps more around the whole area rather than just one spot. Like, yeah, these are a little more secluded, but as long as it's not blocking anything and you can still like get around nicely, I think that's super nice. And I don't think this piece, you know, I just realized, I don't think this thing counts as a supporting piece. This stuff right here, let me check. Yeah. Ha ha ha, joke's on me. I can't put anything on those tables. I think there's another version of that table that's a different color that I could use, but we'll see. Otherwise, I think this area is now officially done. Like, I filled it up. I think I could put that other table, maybe like a few spaces like to the left. But it's like spread out more, but otherwise that's good. Yeah, I actually haven't given in their TREAT yet today, so it's probably half of it. Usually I give them one after I'm off stream. It's usually like one yummies time in the morning and then one towards the end of the night when they get a little hungry. And I'll probably add more like vendor areas. Like this is more just like your general market. I even want to make like one of these into like a movie theater if I have the chance. I guess I already have. Okay, that was in my other build. But I think it'd be really cool. I don't know what floor, but maybe like two of these floor, maybe like these floors. That'd be kind of neat if I made these into like movie rooms or something on the inside. Oh, is there new shop stuff? Here, I'll check that out before we end it for the night. But we'll call it there on the build. Lady with the big hat. I'm intrigued now. So we got that stuff. Lady with a big hat. Oh, that's definitely your style for sure. I can, that's, oh dude, the hair. The glitter transparent hair. With that dude, that's sick, bro. That is like, that's so cool. Look at all the detail on the legging though. If only we could get this in IRL Lego as often. Oh, the back print's even sick, dude. Look at the printing back there. You can see just barely. Cards and the little band right there, the belt or whatever. Oh yeah, it looks like it's this symbol just repeated back there. You know, I wonder, it'd be funny, you can't see it, but I wonder if the back is just the front mirrored or like reflected. And what if there's like cleavage? It's like, what if there's booby prints underneath the hair too? It probably is. That's funny. Like, it's a smart. Like, why would you care? Just recycle if you're looking for anything to put back there that's not super unique. Just copy paste it back there. But I bet she has some back boobies too. Oh, this guy's cool. That one's pretty neat. And then she's included in this one too. This one's cool. Yeah, these are sick. Oh, those are today's best sellers overall. We'll look through. Is there anything else new? Oh, this one's... Dude, this one's cool, dude. Yo! I think I've seen this one before, but just... The mold is insane. Like the back, this little ponytail thing has almost like more surface area than his head does. Hey! It's Kaz. Mothman. Oh. Not that it doesn't count for myself anyway, but... You see what I'm doing here? You should do the same. Can't say it out loud or TikTok will get mad. That's cool. I think that's all the cool stuff. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yo, that's sick. That's a really cool fish stick. Contract Giller. Ha ha ha, I get it. I get it, because of fish. What else do we got? That's kind of neat. Oh, Ford F-150. No. Ford Mustang, though. If it was a 65, I'd take it. How much did I spend on Fort last year? Not exactly sure. Probably a few hundred, I imagine, between like a few skins that I buy and then like the Lego kits and the battle passes. I probably spent near like $100. But I mean, the Lego passes were included in the crew. So I mean, just on crew, I'm spending what, like 120 bucks a year on crew. All right, who are we raiding over to? Let's go figure that out. Oops. Wrong button. Let's go Queens North. We definitely haven't raided over to them, I don't think. I think they've been in my streams before, like, a lot. It sounds like such a familiar name for some. We'll do it. We'll do it. But as far as when I'll play my survival world again, probably when the new Ninjago update comes out. Maybe my next build I'll do in my expert world, because I'm not like opposed to it. But for this one, I definitely wanted to take like a break in creative mode. But I'll be back in my expert mode in no time. Probably before or when the update drops, which I really don't know when the update's going to happen, so don't ask me. Don't ask me. All right, guys, I am out of here. We're sending you over to Queens North. Have a great time. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if you're on TikTok, come join me on Twitch and or YouTube tomorrow. I stream on those platforms as well between the hours of 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time and 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Although, wait. This time, wait, did we... No, we're still... I think we're still Mountain Standard Time in Arizona. I live in Arizona, so half the year I'm in Mountain Standard, half the year I'm in Pacific. I think right now we're in Mountain Standard. So I believe 4 to 8 Mountain Standard is correct. I'll see you guys tomorrow.